Besamahab, Wawud, Woman Feskadush, Ahadu Hamlak. Amen. If Yahweh does not build a house, in vain the masons toil. If Yahweh does not guard the city, in vain the sentries watch. Selah. Psalms 127, verse 1. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tawahedo Church St. Mary of Zion humbly requests your help and financial support to build the first Ethiopian-style church building in the UK. Modeled after the historic site in Axum, this building will be a pride to the lost sons and daughters of Cush. So whether or not you're of Cushite heritage, or just would like to be a part of this history, as it says,
Ethiopia shall stretch forth her hands unto God.
If you'd like to donate monetary or just your skills, you can contact us on email at pc@serazion.org.uk. That's pc@tserhsion.org.uk, or visit our website www.stmaryofzion.co.uk, or visit us in person at St. James Parish Church, Lower Clapton Road, Hackney, London, E5 8EG. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tawahedo Church St. Mary of Zion humbly requests your help and financial support. If Yahweh does not build a house, in vain the masons toil. If Yahweh does not guard the city, in vain the sentries watch. Selah.
Check. Greetings, my millionaire sisters and brothers. You know what I mean? Say, what mean millionaire? You are millionaires. You're all spiritual millionaires. Alright, so greetings to all my spiritual millionaires out there. When I mean money in a spirit, on a rich. Yeah. I would just like to say, first of all, just give thanks and praises to the Most High, the Almighty Creator. Give thanks and praise to Jah for everything that we have, for the breath of life, for the children, and for our children's children. Jah bless all those less fortunate than ourselves, the sick, the poor, the elderly, the infants, and Jah guide us and protect us and give us strength. And in this time, just keep us together, you know, make us just unite as a race of people. We can rise up. Give us the strength to rise up, and give us may your power, may your blessings be with us all, because your spirit is in us all. So may all of us come together in a one collective spirit, that we can do the will of the Almighty Selah. And blessed be unto the single parents. Shall bless. Selah. So be it. Alright, some people say amen. Amen don't mean so be it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Amen is somebody. Alright. So don't get it twisted. Alright, so greetings one and all. Today is the Rasta Pastor, those who don't know. Hold tight, Sister Mavis. Yeah, hold tight, Sister Mavis. We have a little talking today, right? First of all, I need a pastor. I need a pastor. I've left you alone for a long time. Hold tight, the 88, the 802. I left you alone for a long time. For a reason, because I don't want to feel so you may I persecute you. I am not Saul. I am not related to Saul in any shape or form. But I have to keep you on your toes. You know what I mean? And if a man don't wake you up and shake you up, then there's going to be pure confusion. So it's for you to correct yourself and correct me. So any pastors out there, I hope you're ready. Are you there today? First of all, before we even start, me not inner the brother Paul. I do not inner him, right? I'll tell you that straight. I got my virgin in the studio, right? And all time, Malaka Zion, you said you're going to teach me about brother Paul. But I can't work with it up to now. But maybe later on in life, I might learn a bit more about him. But that's not the topic today, right? We're going to play another tune, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about what we're going to talk about. Alright, but it's good to have a pastor, you know what I mean, to reason with. Yeah, very good to have a pastor to reason with. This next tune I'm going to play, this one is from Jamadal. Yeah, take it from his new album. Yeah, all tight, Arabella, and this track called Rasta Soldiers. All I know are Rasta Soldier. You don't know. You know what I mean? So this one called Rasta Soldier. It's come from the new album from Jamadal and Errol Bellat, yeah? So hear the tune, and then after that we're gonna come into the talking. You don't know. Alright. This one's brand new, yeah? I talk for the press.
Clean up your hearts and come, yeah. Don't bring no gun, cause the Armageddon war ain't nothing. You can bring your Bible, come, yeah. Bring the love, come, only prayers let Babylon go down. Clean up your heart and come, yeah. Don't bring no gun, cause the Armageddon war ain't nothing. You can bring your Bible, come, yeah. Don't bring no gun, cause the Armageddon war ain't nothing. Onward, Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Here we coming from afar. Onward, Rasta soldiers. We no want no tribal war. Onward, Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Rasta soldiers. Onward, Rasta soldiers. We no want no tribal war. So long been feeling the pressure, but still we're trying. See them on the inside looking now, while the children are fighting. No one cares to tell them stop. Now they're dying. I tell them seek keepers, only Rastafari can make it work. Onward, Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Here we coming from afar. Onward, Rasta soldiers. We no want no tribal war. Onward, Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Here we coming from afar. Rasta soldiers, we no want no tribal war. Clean up your heart and come, yeah. Don't bring no gun, cause the Armageddon war ain't no done. You can bring your Bible, come, yeah. Bring the love, come, only prayers make Babylon go down. Clean up your heart and come, yeah. Don't bring no gun, cause the Armageddon war ain't no done. You can bring your Bible, come, yeah. Don't bring no gun, cause the Armageddon war ain't not done, no. He was a Rasta man on the mainland, took out of Africa and brought to the Caribbean. So to the Americans, he became a buffalo soldier, fighting for survival on the front line. Yeah.
I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day all the red sons of former slaves and the sons of former slaves will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. My poor little children.
So long
One day
been
live in a
feeling the
nation
pressure,
where they will not be
but
judged by the
still
color
we're
of their
trying. See them on the inside looking out, while the children are fighting. No one cares to tell them stop. Now they're dying. I tell them seek first. Only Rastafari can make it work. Onward Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Onward Rasta soldiers.
Yeah, track call Rasta Soldier.
Onward Rasta soldiers.
This one is by Jamadal.
Onward Rasta soldiers. We no want no tribal war.
Yeah, Rasta Soldiers. So we all are soldiers in your army still, you know what I mean? You know, all of us is soldiers in your army. So as we carry on in life, giving thanks and praises to the Most High. Not a little guest in the studio, and a little guest, medium guest, yeah, in the studio. But yeah, what's that, Jamal still keep up your works, you know. Nice tune. I got the tune. When did I get the tune? Got the tune last week still. So it's all good. It's all good. All right. So I'm gonna play another track from the album, and then we're gonna start the thing. So the tune speaks for itself. We're coming from afar, all Rasta soldiers.
We no want no tribal war. Onward Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Onward Rasta soldiers. We no want no tribal war. So long been feeling the pressure, but still we're trying. See them on the inside looking out, while the children are fighting. No one cares to tell them stop. Now they're dying. I tell them seek first. Only Rastafari can make it work. Onward Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Here we coming from afar. Onward Rasta soldiers. We no want no tribal war. Onward Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Here we coming from afar. Onward Rasta soldiers. We no want no tribal war. Clean up your heart and come, yeah. Don't bring no gun, cause the Armageddon war ain't no done. You can bring your Bible, come, yeah. Bring the love, come, only prayers make Babylon go down. Clean up your heart and come.
So make we fight the good fight.
On the mainland, took out of Africa and brought to the Caribbean. So to the Americans, he became a buffalo soldier, fighting for survival on the front line. Yeah.
I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream. That one day all the red men will show the former slaves and the sons of former slaves will they be able to sit down together at the table of brothers. I have a dream. My poor little children,
So long
they live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their
see them on the inside looking out while the children are fighting. No one cares to tell them stop. Now they're dying. I tell them seek first. Only Rastafari can make it work. Onward Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Onward Rasta soldiers, we know what no tribal war. Onward Rasta soldiers coming from afar. Onward Rasta soldiers, we know what no tribal war.
So that was the message, you know. Time for we to move on, unite together as one people. Yeah. So what type, my brethren? All right, all in there.
In nice and neatly. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we have a phone call. Hola.
Yeah, greetings. Greetings.
Listen, Jamadu.
What?
Yes,
Greetings. What going on, Jamado?
every day after the mission, distance to life,
Yeah. I just done run a tune still off for the album, you know.
Nice.
Rasta Soldiers. To me personally, that's the best track on the album. There's another track still, yeah. I'm gonna play that afterwards called On My Way Home, but that's to me Rasta Soldier, best track on the album for me personally. You know what I mean?
Yes, right. You want to see the title of the IP for the Herald Bella still see.
Oh, scene.
Yeah, Rasta Soldiers, it's a production done between the Herald Bella, during the Olympic season.
Yeah, give thanks for the call. So what's the eye up to now? What are you dealing with now? What are you doing with yourself now as far as music is concerned? Since I just called.
Well, we're putting in the work as much as we can put in, because I don't know, so everything's slow, but you have to still do the work. I will still show end of the day. So we're still putting in the work with the music in the studio, in the rehearsal room, and performing wise, and
Yeah. So do you have a mission?
Yes, fly. Well, we have a mission, because everyone have a mission, we have a goal to go around the world right now, go show the world what we do. You see what I'm saying? Which is spreading the music.
All right.
Yeah.
See. So since as you're calling quickly, and I'm just glad to hear you still. You know what I mean?
Yes, man.
Glad to hear you still. Look, a quick question. Anything going? Any show come up? Anything like that you're doing? So we can come and get some free tickets.
Yeah, man, like we asked that to Friday, actually this Friday, because I'm actually rehearsing for a show this Friday, this IP launch, somewhere, this coming Friday.
Yeah, which part?
That's in Forest Gate side. That's at the railway traveling. That's number 173 Forest Lane.
Okay, when's that? Friday?
Yeah, this coming Friday night. This Friday night.
Oh, what time? What time it done? I just want to know what time it done personally. What time?
Well, tell us so what time done. God never make nothing for done, you know. You see what I'm saying?
True.
So the only thing we can do, we know, so they're open the 8 o'clock as far as me concerned, and showtime, and so showtime kick off 12 o'clock sharp. So during that on the showtime is about a good 1.5 to 2 hours me here. You know what I mean? So it's a good look, and it's a live band, live kicking band, you know what I mean?
Alright, glad to hear the works. Keep up your works. Nice track, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love the tune Rasta Soldier. It balance, you know what I mean? It's very nice. In this time, we need pure soldiers still. This time.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I love
and that's what we have to call all the Rasta soldier them right now. We're not talking about the Rasta puppy them or the Rasta puss them or the Rasta dog them. We call out the Rasta soldiers. You know what I mean? Rasta soldiers mean the Rastas them who ready to come fight the real Gideon and open up the love gate for the youth them and show the youth them the right way. And I love I do it right now. That's why I'm saying look and call the evil, you see?
True.
So that's how now set up a time, say bless up the whole of SLR family, you don't know things set up already, so the love of spirit, you know what I mean? Bless up all DJs anyway throughout the world, all artists all play of instruments, you know what I mean? Bless up the fans of music itself, you know what I mean? Music have one name and that's reggae music.
Alright, give thanks and keep up your works, love the album, love the track. And yeah man, we're gonna play our next track later on. And all those who don't know, my brethren, Jamal, big time coming out. It will remind me a little bit what K-Fatan, still a little bit in a device still, you know, but I say nothing. But there's a little K-Fatan in there still. Yeah, they're cool. Anyway, big up.
Let's take it thanks again. Here enough love. And to the people who want to see you, we have to perform Friday, man. East London, it's right.
Then cool. I must probably reach there still.
Enough love.
Yeah, then cool. Give thanks.
Yeah, and reach them, man. Remember the Facebook of Empire Rebels. So just link us up on Empire Rebels, same way for all the people who want to get contact with us. Because at the work, you know what I mean? We're not hyper, we're not brother. That's the work we have to see. Honestly.
So you link you up on Empire Rebel?
Yeah, Empire Rebels. Just link up Empire Rebels. Spell the Rebels with a Z at the end, you know what I mean?
Oh, the Facebook too.
Or you can just link up Jamal, go up YouTube, anywhere they want to find me, they can find me. Just go up on Google, they must find me.
Then job bless, I get on with the show. And boy, good job, you're phone at the right time still though. It's phone at the right time. Give thanks,
Give thanks and manners and respect again here.
Give thanks, bless.
Rastafari.
Alright, Selassie, alright. So, there it is. Man just calling at the right time, you see. I'm glad to the man them I listen to SLR though, you know what I mean? So when them tune I play them just step on pint, you know what I mean? That was your model. Yeah, I'm gonna play the next track from the album later on. But, without further ado, we're going to start the thing. Alright, my people. I got so much things I want to do, man. I just have to keep it simple today. Alright. My brethren in here today, Tafari. I'm not going to beat him up too much today. Right, I'm going to give him right. How you doing, brethren? There you are. Well on there. We have another car. We need a secretary, you know. Seriously. So I'm going to answer the call. Greetings. Greetings.
Greetings, blessed love. Are you the campaign tire with the soldiers them that you're recruiting for the revolution? You know, revolution is changes.
Yes, miss.
So, blessed love for the work so you're going with.
Oh, give thanks for that. Give thanks. It's nice to hear that still. But personally, if I know, say, that the people them would have joined as one people, Rasta, I would go up on the front line and stand up in the front for the people.
Like magnet to steel, I will come forward together.
Alright.
Just you keep on like the shepherd, bringing the sheep, lightning soldiers, like Peter Tosh say.
Aye, my brethren for years. Yes.
Blessed love.
Blessed
more love, more power.
Give thanks, Rastafari.
Aye.
Isis. What a sweet voice. You see that she said that. She made me feel like, yeah, moving a little bit forward on the battlefield, you know, not hiding. But me not really business. Enough man afraid for talk. And as I say,
Who said this? Oh gosh, what's his name again? I can hear his voice in my head. Rasta government. We need a Rasta government. Yeah. Sister Layata, you know you got the album. Is your album Rasta government? What him name? I can't remember his name. But anyway, don't worry about that. We need to get together. We need to centralize. We need to organize, and we need to get things done. Enough is enough. As a youth, I grew up and I see all these kind of things, and no progress. Progress have to go on. And I'm gonna go travel the world, all over the place, and I'm going to talk the talk that is within my spirit, you know, to the people, to the nation, to the world. You know what I mean? Rasta was there from the beginning as a voice to organize us together. It's a cry out. We used it as a little spiritual food, a gathering, everything, so that we can hear the words and get strong together as a race of people. And empowerment, you know, back in the day. But now, you have different races coming, listening to jam music, roots music, and they're playing roots music, but they forget the origin and the purpose of the roots music. And I'm not going to allow anybody to abuse it. I'm not going to allow anybody, any sound system, to abuse it. It was there for a purpose, and we forget the purpose of the roots music. Yeah, greetings.
Blessed love, I ought to hear Rasta Government Junior Reid.
That's the one. Oh, yes, that album.
All right.
Can I have a copy, please?
Okay.
Yes.
Will do, all right?
Yeah, we need a Rasta government now, you know.
Yes, we do. Most certainly, son. It'll come.
Right,
step by step.
No, we need it now, right now, before the year done.
Step by step, man. It's here.
Oh, it's here. Okay, all right then. That's good.
It's here. All I now have to do is connect, because it's a connection of the spirit before the flesh. So all I now have to do is connect within the spirit, and the order of the flesh will come together. But we've got to think with one mind, one aim.
That's good. Well, it's time now. Now. As I say, let Jah arise and let his enemies be scattered.
Yes, all those that hate him, let them flee from before him.
And that's what's happening. Jah is arising in all of us now. All right?
Yes, sir. Have a blessed show.
All right, give thanks, yeah?
Yes, sir. Perfect love. Ari Rastafari.
All right, blessed love.
Ari.
Junior Reid, that's the album. Rasta Government by Junior Reid. You must get that album there, yeah? And sing. Right. Oh. I was going into the mood now, Yes! What type of TAFARI? Just be prepared. I'm just giving you a warm-up thing because I got something for you, Richard. Yeah. I wanted a pastor to phone in so I can tell him what I want to tell him. And I don't care if they don't like me, because I love you too. I have enough love for you. Because when I talk the truth, you're talking what the people they want to hear, but there's the people that really want to hear the truth. But I'm going to get into that as well, because there's where is it? I would advise people to read. I'll write it in my paper everywhere, you know. I go research. Gateway Bible. The Gateway Bible. I would advise you to read Hosea 4 from 1 to 18. Yeah? We're always hearing our people perish through lack of knowledge, but we never hear the rest. So me go read the rest of it from the Gateway Bible. My pastors, my brethren, my pastors, trust me, if you was to ever read that in the church, people would have faint. Yeah? But read it from the Gateway Bible. I don't know if it's the same in that Bible there, but in the Gateway Bible. But anyway, Rasta, Naya Bingi, 12 Tribe, Bobo Shanti, Roots music Nyabingi drums was out there to liberate us as a people, as a race of people out of bondage and this artificial Babylon conception way of life. If I said it the right way, it was there to liberate us. Roots music. It was a cry for liberation and unity. Now, there is so much sound systems of all nationality, all over the world. So what happened to the cry? All they're saying is, Jah, Jah. But that's it. It's like, gonna forget what the music was intended to do in the first place. There's man like just Shaka who can build the sound system and use the sound the right way to promote the right thing. Many other sound systems out there come up with the sound system and play the roots music to liberate we, to unite we and strengthen we. Now you have the whole world playing roots music, but why? Where is the liberation for us? Where is the liberation for African people? No. Where is it? Now, the reason why I'm saying this because I don't want the same thing that happened to our country happen to our roots music. Because the roots music was there to liberate us, and the next thing you know, everybody start joining, and then it just get watered down, and people start forget about the purpose of the roots music. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen, and I'm not going to allow it to happen. Yeah, I'm gonna let them know this. So every soul man out there who's out there calling on Jah and who's calling on Rastafari with your sound system, where is thy works? Is it about making money, tearing down building? Where's the works? So this is why the sound systems all over the world, different nationality, different nations have their sound systems playing roots music, but they don't know or do not do it for the reason why we did it. So we need to make it go back to the original reason, its purpose, what it was made for in the first place, what roots music was created for in the first place. We need to get back to that, or get forward to that. Or else, you're going to see what happened to Africa. You let people in with your love. Next thing you know, you're out. You don't have nothing. Them control everything. And I'm not saying it to be racist. I'm just telling you because it's a fact. So I am not going to allow that to happen to roots music. You know what I mean? It's good. Everybody can come in and enjoy this thing. But it was there to liberate black people, to liberate I and I from a whole heap of things. You know, that's what it was about when I was growing up as a youth. Because sound systems play certain little tunes, and Bob Marley and all these other people was there to liberate us and unite us. So I'm not going to let it be abused, right? So remember that. Anyway, but I'll play a tune so you can relax a bit, in case you think I'm getting political. Yeah, I get political, innit? Yeah, if my brethren said me I get political. Well, somebody have to talk, brethren, because if we not talk, you ain't going to end up with nothing. You know what I mean? For real. And I'm not going to allow it. I'm sorry to be so abrupt today. But too much sound systems out there calling on Jah, and they're not doing anything apart from calling on Jah. And at the end of the day, our people are still in bondage. No, sound system wasn't about that in the first place. I'm not gonna make it be abused. All right. So, Jah people, this one for all the African people, them standing up for their rights. So as I say, my apologies for being abrupt, but it's the truth. It's the way I feel. And if I don't talk how I feel, if I'm wrong, correct me, yeah? And show me where I'm going wrong. But the roots music and the sound of the Nyabingi drum is there for a reason. The African beat is there for a reason. And if you don't stand up for what you have, it shall be taken away. And then you yourself won't be heard no more. Stand up for your right. Marley said that. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Don't give up the fight. So this one is from Jamal, trap called On My Way Home to the Motherland.
I'm going up to Chacha. I'm on my way home. We love is the other. I'm on my way home. I'm on my way. I'm on my way home. Lead the children out the road. I've been working all the days of my life, doing my best, okay, Lord, just to stay alive. Watch the children grow.
Greetings. Okay. Oh, you have to call back. So, as I say, it's just like our religion, or just like Christianity. Its origin is Ethiopia, but then it got taken and people borrow it, and then them just twist it up and confuse it, and then them own it, and then them give it back to you and tell you how it for run. We don't want that to happen to roots music. Alright? So respect to each and every sound system out there. Time for them to wake up. Alright, so that track was On My Way Home. Right, what at the last caller? You can call back. Sorry about that, because it got disconnected for some reason. You know, that's why we need a secretary. Again, a good secretary. Alright, today, what at the texting crew? Text read, does anyone ever notice that our roots music is the tears of the stress Babylon has brought upon us, and from slavery days, yet we are still in slavery, mental slavery. Yeah, so it's true. The roots music, yeah, it's true. Respect to the 959. It is that. It is. It's the tears of the stress that Babylon has put upon us, and it's the cry for freedom. But not for these other sound systems all over the world. They're not crying for freedom, because them free. Them free. They're not persecuted. Regardless, that's how it is. They are not persecuted. They have not been through the racism what we've been through, but them have a sound system. But what are they crying out for? When they're playing the roots music, why are they playing it? One to we. Then forget about we. Take the religion, twist it around, own it, and then tell the world how it's supposed to go. Now, you're not doing that with roots music. I'm sorry. Greetings.
I like to take that money.
Yeah?
From Elijah Muhammad Tuta.
You are Elijah Muhammad?
Yeah, I'm Elijah Muhammad Tuta.
So what can you do for me?
I can just, you can play that song. Play that song.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, from
Cool.
Richmond. Okay, in Richmond.
Yeah. Alright, big up.
Okay, bye. That's it.
Alright, cool. Yeah, another one. Not listening to what I'm saying. Anyway, that's what I'm saying, people, and I said it. Rasta Pastor say it, and to me, it's the truth. Yeah. If you don't say something, if you don't organize the people them and direct them where this music's supposed to go and its purpose, it's gonna end up with another purpose and another direction, and the original direction will not be heard. And this is the same thing with religion. You got Christianity, but its origin, no one don't know or hear about its origin. No one don't hear about the things that happen in Ethiopia, or even before Ethiopia, or even Egypt. It's not heard no more. It's all about the King James Bible now. And that's the same thing with everything that we have worked so hard for. So I will speak, and it offers change. I'm going to speak out there, just give me the strength and protect me. But I'm going to go out there and say what I have to say to the people, them, and whatever happens. But I'm going to say what I have to say. You know what I mean? Greetings.
Greetings. Empress Scott calling. I'm just saying, I agree 100% with what you're saying about everything that belongs to us.
Yeah.
You can just look at X Factor for a start and see the rubbish music that you guys used to sing, and then give their people our music to sing.
Yeah, but you see, I don't mind them having playing the music, yeah, but the purpose, what it was there for, what it was designed to do, that is the most important thing. And it was designed to liberate us.
Exactly, but that's not happening now, is it?
No, because nobody ain't talking.
I know, but we don't congregate the way we used to. We don't have any way unless it's dancehall to congregate, not that I do, but we don't get together like we used to together. We don't socialize.
Well, we will. Father will make a way, and as Sister Layata said, it's happening now.
Okay.
It's happening.
Well, anyway, keep up the good work, because we need to be educated.
Thank you.
A lot of us out here, So I'm just saying big up and keep it going.
All right, then.
Okay, then. Take care.
All right, give thanks,
Bye-bye.
sister. All right, bless. All right. No, my brethren, it's your time now. Right? I'm not going to prolong the thing. I just had to get that off my chest, because I've been out there in the sound system world and I see it changing. But the message is changing too. And the music is changing into some hype thing. And no, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about that. Respect Shaka. You don't know. My brethren for years. And still I go on with the same thing. And not changing, not compromising for nobody. Hold tight, the original Empress. Rise up, my brother. Remember, Marcus Garvey told the black nation what that we must do, and the music should speak of what we should do. Bless up, good show. Give thanks to the original Empress for that one there. Money and hype. Yeah, man, out of the 959, that's what it is. Money and hype. All them sound system there. Hype. Till there's no roots music no more. It's a cross between reggae and jungle now. Jungle music and reggae. That's what's going on out there now. And they're just putting some little roots vocal on it. But it's not. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to say what I have to say. What type Arabella, you don't know what me I talk about. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to say what I have to say. And I don't care what a guy or any sound man have to say, because I'm going to talk the truth. And if I'm wrong, then Jah will correct me and show me what to say. But I'm going to talk, because I had enough of this abuse with the sound system thing. It's not going to happen no more. Anyway, calm down. Take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. It's a brown paper bag to blow holes, to blow, All right. Tafari, how you doing?
Greetings, Rasta Pastor, and I just want to say greetings to your listeners as well. Before I say anything, I just want to make sure I give thanks on Bessa Mahab, World, Woman Feskedos, Ahadu, Hamlak, Amen, which is in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. One Elohim, Amen.
All right. So how you been? I was just say how you been. Everything is all right, man.
Well, everything blessed, everything blessed.
All right. Now, I wanted to talk to some pastors today, right? Because time is moving. Time just moves so fast. Anyway, I wanted to talk to some pastors today. Yeah, because I had enough for some of you too. For real. I think it's just a judgment thing today, you know. Yeah, man. I didn't know for some of them. Not all of them, some of them. Because you know what? If you don't recognize that people don't like to hear, no one ain't going to hear you.
True.
Now, if you're going to sit down there and make everything all nice even the show, yes, and I'm going to talk about this today, and on the church this, and yes, and that. Sometimes you should tell them no say, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes if you talk your mind, and if you're wrong, then them for come and correct me. Right. Mr. Pastor Bugger Money. Yeah, and I talked to last week about the one of the preacher with that tile. It cost $22,000. I saw it on the internet. $22,000 for a toilet. She taking the piss, literally. Yeah, all right. That is a joke, and people hungry all over the world. Anyway, question. My pastors, because you know, say I like to have a go at you a little piece, and I have to. I think that's my job to kind of like give you a little push, like, you know what I mean? Make sure you're on your toes, like. How you know you're saved, Mr. Pastor, man? How do you know that you're saved? You're in your pulpit preaching to everybody, and you come up with this thing saying that you're saved. I'm blessed and saved and highly favored. Who tell you that you're saved? Is it a book that told you that you're saved? If you're going to church every week, yeah, I don't want to bust your bubble, right? Because also you got faith in God, and I respect the elders who's been going to church for years and years, right? God sees your heart and God knows your heart, yeah. And back in ancient days, you were judged by the contents of your heart, yeah. So when a pastor turn around and say, if you confess Jesus Christ, you are saved. That means, say, if I just go in a place and shoot up a whole heap of people, and then I come out and confess Jesus, well, I'm saved. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Because it don't work, my friend. So I need to talk to I'm a RASTA pastor. This is a real pastor, because I need to talk to a man of the church. Yes, a man of the cloth. Yes, or the cloth, or the whatever you want to call it. One of them, yeah. How do you know you're saved? Right? Now, these are the things that the pastors them don't talk about in the church. Yeah? Which I would like them to talk about these things in the church. How did slavery affect religion? How did slavery, was there any link with slavery and religion, or slavery and the church, or slavery and Christianity? When you're in the church preaching every week, they miss out our story, and them also not telling us his story. They're just telling us the Bible told me so, right? So the thing is, how did slavery affect religion, especially in Ethiopia, right? Because Ethiopia, or the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, is supposed to be the original church. Now, obviously, TAFARI, right? You can, because this is an Ethiopian question, I expect an Ethiopian answer in English. Yeah, how did slavery affect religion in Ethiopia? Or did it affect religion? Because I remember you got all the
whereas the whole of the other countries in Africa were colonized through the slave trade. And everybody is aware of, obviously, the Italian invasion. That was the Italians' attempt to try and enslave Ethiopia. Ethiopia suffered its own problems, sort of internally, tribal, but its faith and its order of worship has still been maintained throughout the centuries. And this is going even before the time of the Queen of Sheba. It goes back to what was called the Orit, or the law of Moses, because even from the time of Moses, Ethiopia was practicing the worship of the one Elohim, the one Father. So from the time of Moses, Ethiopia faith, or what you call religion, has flourished and that was from the time of Judaism going right through to Christianity.
Seeing. Right, because Ota IX, yeah. It's just some things that we want to talk about still, because they don't talk about Ethiopia in the church today, right? So this is why I'm having this conversation. They don't talk about. I've listened to a lot of sermons. I've even smuggled my way into certain churches and sit down at the back, and they go, "Would you like to come to the front? Can you come?" I said, "No, it's all right. I'll sit right here." No, come to the front. I said, "If I ever come to the front, you're gonna regret it." So I just sit down in the back and humble myself. Mr. Run cross, run cross the pulpit. No one don't see it though, you know. But I said, "What a lovely place," and I see cash machines, you know, where you put your credit card in. Yeah, if you want to pay your tithes now, you just bring your credit card, you give it to them, and they type your number in, and you pay your tithes by credit card. No, it is getting ricky doodless. It's getting out of hand. So I listen to them, you know what I mean, and I say, tell me what the people want to hear, or what the people are supposed to hear. So, you know what I mean? There's little things like, I read a little bit the other day, and Paul told the people that the law is done away with. This is what Paul said in the Bible, yeah? Paul said that the law is done away with, and a man is justified by faith. Right? Now, Christ said that I come to fulfill, not change the law, but to fulfill the law. So Jesus, or Yeshua, never come to change any law. He stood by the law, the Jewish law. Yeah, Yeshua stood by the Jewish law. Paul come and tell people that the law is done away with. So don't that sound funny?
I hear what you're saying on that reasoning.
Yeah, so we're just reasoning.
So where I'm coming from, the way I see things, I will go straight to what came or premised out of the mouth of Yeshua.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at. So he didn't come to change; he came to fulfill.
Yes.
But bearing in mind that Yeshua was the incarnated person, or the second person of the Trinity. So although he when he came to fulfill the law, he taught all of the disciples and the apostles the law and services of the faith, Orthodox faith, and that was what was taught to them, and that's what was administered.
Yeah.
So for me, I can read like from St. Paul. There's things that I might not necessarily understand, but I would go straight into spirit and say, well, look, at the end of the day, I know what Yeshua was saying, and a man is defined by faith. But the old law that when he was talking about an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, for example.
Yeah, everybody uses that example.
No, but I'm just saying that was one of the things, because this was something that was the old law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas when Joshua came, he was saying it was no more eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You turn the other cheek. Humility. So he was more teaching. That was one change, and that through faith as well. I can understand what St. Paul was saying, but that was one instance where Joshua had said, well, look, don't judge your fellow man. Don't judge your brethren. Leave all judgment to the Most High.
Yeah.
In effect, that's why he was saying turn the other cheek.
Okay.
Whereas before in the Old Testament, when Yahweh wanted to deal with a nation or a race, he'd say to the people, just go wipe out that nation. Yeah. Whereas when he actually walked on the planet, he was then saying, that time finished, that period is finished. So it was then down to a man to turn the other cheek, leave all judgment in the hands of the Most High.
That makes sense, but boy, it's not good when you're seeing your country getting raped your motherland getting raped and your people getting killed, and then they have a book in your hand, and the book turns around and tell you you must turn the other cheek. But the people them that print the book, they don't turn the other cheek. They don't even believe in the book that they give the whole world.
Look at what I would say on that.
Yeah.
Classic example. The Italian invasions in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
The first thing that His Majesty did, they consulted with the church fathers as well, and it wasn't just when it came to defending the honor of Ethiopia. Remember, we're talking not just Ethiopia, we're talking of people. Yeah, this is why a lot of us, even Rastas, with the Ethiopian Orthodox, we still looking back. That was sort of what a source of strength for us. He defended that. But in one of His Majesty's speech, he's saying they're a peaceful people. They don't want war, but they had to defend the country. There's times. There's times for everything. And as long as it's sanctioned by the Most High, it was by the hand of the Most High, victory was granted. How long was His Majesty turning the other cheek until he had to go to the UN and then give his speech at you? He was turning the other cheek for all his liberty. But even though he was turning the other cheek, there came to a point when he had to fight back.
Yeah.
So when you look at the context of scriptures and you really analyze, well, you do your best to be humble in certain situations, but there comes a time when the Most High will say to you, no, go out and vanquish these people. So it's the main thing is leave judgment to the Most High by whatever means he decides to say, well, this is how he's going to choose to manifest justice on an earthly plane.
Okay.
And remember, he manifests these things through people. But the first instance is to keep your temple clean.
All right. Well, I hear you. May the Father keep me humble for what I have in my mind and heart and spirit to say to the people them, especially the sound man them. Yeah.
I was gonna say you touched on another topic.
Yeah.
And I was listening to your show last week, and the brethren, one of your brethren, I think it's IX, phoned in about Jay.
Oh yes. We could clear that up.
Yeah, it was a very, very interesting.
All right.
It ties into the question that you was asking about whether what was the religious role or the impact of Christianity on slavery.
Yeah. Now, those who didn't listen last week, a good point was made. Yeah. Everybody's saying that you can't say Jesus because there was no letter J. Yeah. But yet we still say Jah, which is the same letter J. So we have to really think about, it's halfway this, halfway that. So what's your opinion on that now, Tafari?
Well, I was trying to fold.
Yeah, see, you're folding from a personal, but that's cheating.
No, but it was good because the brethren gave a good reason on it. And if you want to really look at the answer to that, you got to go back to the origins. Yeah, and you've got to go back to the origins of the English language, because this is our slave tongue. When Kes Springer was here, he was saying, look, the only thing that we have left is the color of our skin. Our language was taken away from us. Our faith was taken away from us. All these things were taken away from us. So what happened? Yeah, slavery, as you know, is around the 15th century.
Yeah.
Right. The English language, or modern English language, and I'll give you dates, and your listeners can go out and research this. Early spoken English only began from 1450. It's about 562 years. It's about 500 odd years old. Yeah, the English language as we know it, with the introduction of J. When you go into the Bible itself, the first Bible was written by a man called Wycliffe, but later on it was a man named called William Tyndale, who wrote the Bible in 1526.
Hold on there. I can't even stop you there.
Yeah.
If they wrote the first Bible, how does Constantine fit into this?
Right. We're talking about they didn't write the first Bible. This is where I'm like. This is where I'll give you the information.
We could clear up the letter J thing first, yeah.
No, but I'm coming. This is all linked.
Yeah.
It's all related.
Go on.
The first Bible was actually an Anglo-Saxon Bible. This is when I say the first Bible, I'm talking European, because you've got the Latin Vulgate. Now, if you want to go to the history of the Bible, this is how it works.
Yeah.
And I'll just break it down simply because I don't want to get into too much depth. You've got the original Torah. Yeah, that text was written in Hebrew. That was the text which Moses had. And from the time of Moses right up to the time of a man called Ptolemy, he got 72 scholars to translate the Hebrew text of the Torah.
Was that the Council of Nicaea?
No, this
That
is
was before.
This is long. This is about 320. This is about 300 years AD.
So
this is before the advent of Yeshua.
AD.
Yeah,
That's
so
before.
BC. Sorry, this is before. So the Torah was translated into Greek.
Yeah.
From the Hebrew text. Now, from the Hebrew text, after those 72 scholars translated the text into Greek, they lamented. You see, what happened is Ptolemy got 36 Hebrew that spoke Greek and 36 Greeks that spoke Hebrews, and he sat the two of them down. Yeah, this is all history. Anyone can go on and look up the history of how the Bible was written. Yeah, but Hebrew was the first language. Now, when it was translated into Greek, this is where Constantine, the Latin Vulgate Bible, was translating from some of the Greek text. Yeah, a lot of Bibles translate from the Greek text thereafter. Now, from the Greek text, you're looking at 1000 AD. So this is about 1,000 years after Christ. The Anglo-Saxon Bible was written, right? And you can look up the Wessex Gospels. People can go. I think they got some artifacts in the Bristol University or in Cambridge. Yeah. Now, in the Wessex Gospels, not once was the letter J or Jesus appeared. In the Wessex Gospels, which is Anglo-Saxon, the name for Jesus is Hyalenda. Hyalenda it's completely different to Jesus. Jesus didn't actually appear till around 1526, when the Bible was translated from. If you look at the story of William Tyndale, they say William Tyndale translated that Bible from the Latin Vulgate. Yeah. Some scholars might argue, he translated it from the Greek and the Hebrew. But at the time, the Roman Catholic Church, because what they did, they didn't want people to have copies of the Bible because it was like empowerment. They had to teach it to people. They didn't want people to have a copy for themselves. When the Bible was translated, the original names of the Most High were taken out. Yeah. Jesus was put in there. Lord was put in the Bible. Yeah. This is in 1526 from these first translations. Now, I'll give you another date, 1564. I don't know if you heard of a man called John Hawkins.
Yeah.
Right. John Hawkins, he commandeered a 700-ton ship called Jesus of Lubeck. Now, that ship, remember, this is around the time.
That's the same slave ship, yeah?
Yeah, this is the slave ship. It's called Jesus of Lubeck. Now, I'm going to give you the dates because the King James Bible wasn't actually published until 1611. Last year, England here, this country here, was celebrating 400 and odd years of the King James Bible. So it wasn't until 1611.
That's almost as long as slavery.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. So when Jesus appeared to us and our forefathers, we didn't know anything different. They came. There's the documentary called "The Gun and the Bible."
Yeah, I got that.
Right, yeah, right. So when our ancestors were taken from Kush, I'm not going to use African for your listeners. Africa, I know some people like to relate the name Africa, but Africa was actually named after a Roman general called Scipius Africanus. Yeah, so it was never. That's why you'll never find one mention of Africa in the Bible. It was named after a Roman general long after the Bible was written.
Yeah.
And now you have to look at the time of Christ. Yeah, the time of Yeshua. Yeah, the only two names that was used to determine the name of Yeshua. Yeah, Yeshua being his Hebrew name, Jesus Christos, which was his Greek name, and that was used in that time as well. Yeah, but the original Hebrew name for Christ was Yeshua HaMashiach. That was in his Hebrew. The church, obviously, because in the time, those times, most of the people of the time were Greek speaking. Because remember that you're looking at the time of the Greek Empire and the transition through to the Roman Empire, where much of the literature was translated into Greek.
All right. Now what you're saying is some good information, yeah? I'm going to give you the number. Come on, someone wants to say something. You say, why am not give out the number? Because I wanted my man to say the thing first. Then I can give you the number, yeah? All right, the number, I also said this, BT. The number you require is 07984 931 588. Come and say one pastor soon phone in and say, I heard what you said about it. I say, yeah man, go and talk. Right, the number is 07984 931 588. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one more time, yeah. 07984 931 588. Yeah? Alright, cool. Right. No. You finished or you got more? Because when up to now I only got question number 2, you know, so I don't mind.
No, that's just.
So how did the J? So what's your opinion of the J then? People who are saying J, yeah.
Well, you know,
that can still run or it can't run.
I'll be honest with you, yeah, and I'll give you my opinion on this, because with the J, I try my best not to use it.
Greetings.
Yes, hail Rastafari and his beloved Empress.
Yes, IX.
Yes, I give thanks, my brethren, Rasta PARSTA.
Yes, sir.
Now I want to say to TAFARI, blessed love.
Yeah, blessed, my brother. Yeah, right.
Yes, I give thanks. Sure, I have to run out quickly. I was kind of pressing for the number, you see me.
Okay, alright.
But I have to move. I have a appointment to 6 o'clock, but let me get a 1, 2 before I bus off, you know?
Yeah,
go on.
Yes, I hear you earlier dealing with the song 6 and Vibe shortly.
Yeah.
You know, I want to tell you, say, I feel your passion still, you know, and I really vibes where you're coming from. But in this case, you will have to kind of sing along some of them still, in my brethren, because you got some of them who really staying firm to this delicate that I mentioned, Shaka.
Yeah.
You know, you got like Jah Observer, you got like...
there's a holy person. No, there is a holy person, yeah, but reason why I mentioned Shaka, because I actually see Shaka sit down around table in a meetings and discuss the matter. I've seen Shaka do that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I mentioned Shaka over all of them.
See, I thought it was more kind of chanting them down the levels of the music and the vibes of what it brings changing, you know. But we got some of them who still consistent, you know.
No, there is, but because of the European influence is changing.
Yes, sir.
And because it's changing, man have to say, on there. It can't change no more. It was there for a reason. Make sure that reason is always established.
Same. And concerning Christianity and slavery and Jesus and Yassus and the Christ and whatever we want to call him, you know, we have to understand say Christianity was ever involved in the slave trade, because they had to go to the Pope to get sanction.
Yeah.
See? And it started with the head of the Christian faith. It's all John Hopkins and all them, why they had to get sanction from the Pope.
This is
and the Pope was commissioned as well. He has to get the chain for every head of slaves that crossed the water.
Right. I just want to clear up one. I just want to clear up one thing on the position of the Orthodox Church and that.
Mm-hmm.
That Council of Chalcedonian 451, right? What the Pope and wanted to declare himself as bishops of bishops and head of the church. Why everybody wanted to get commission or thing from him. Now the 5 Oriental Orthodox churches said they weren't having it. They broke away. Yeah. And when they broke away, they said, no, you're changing the original, or you're changing the originality of what the message of Yeshua or Jesus Christos, his message when he was here. They changed it. They changed the administration, because what happened is, remember, up until the day of Pentecost, they spent, when Yeshua came back to the disciples, he spent 40 days teaching them the administration, how to understand and interpret scripture. He gave them the gift of languages and of speech. Yeah. So up until that time, until that council, 451, that Chalcedonian council, this is where they broke off.
Sure.
And ever since they broke off from that council, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, the Coptic, the Armenian, the Syrian, and the Indian, who all keep to the original teachings.
But let me make a distinction then, you know, because we ain't talking about the Ethiopian Orthodox, and we're talking about Western papacy.
Yeah, well, this is where, for me personally, I don't see myself as being connected.
No, of course
with
not.
that.
Of course not. But we're
Yeah.
just talking about the involvement with the Western papacy,
Yeah, this is now.
or
This,
the Pope, what I'm calling, But differently, just to move on quickly, you see, sometimes when we talk about Jesus Jesus, whatever we want to call him, can't have no problem with it because we know what we're discussing, see? But when we're discussing his character, I hear one mention earlier saying, he said he didn't come to change. But would one say, if one say at one time, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and then tomorrow one say, turn the other cheek, wouldn't that be a change?
yeah, that would be a change.
Okay, if one would say, love your enemies and do good unto them that wish you evil, and then tomorrow he come and he say, do unto others as you would like done unto yourself, wouldn't that be a change?
Yeah, that would be a change. But
That's the thing that Christ did.
let's look at what the fulfillment was.
Yeah.
The
No,
fulfillment.
but let's look at the changes first. You agree that would have changed, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go on.
Well, I was gonna say, with the changes, yeah.
Yeah.
The changes in terms of his commands, because I remember he was saying, is it not written in your laws, in one of his discussions with the Pharisees, your laws, not his law, yeah. So, and the concept that obviously he's the word.
When you're saying this with Pharisees, would you include Moses in that?
With the law of Moses, I wouldn't say Moses wasn't a Pharisee. I wouldn't say Moses is a Pharisee because
Okay,
he
because
spoke.
that was
He spoke.
Moses' law. Stone to death, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That was Moses' law.
All right, but listen, what we're gonna try and do, we're gonna try and keep it to not so many questions, because we've got other people.
No. This is
it's
clarity.
reasoning.
This is clarity. This is no questions, really.
Yeah,
this is
it's
clarity
reasoning,
because
it's
what
reasoning.
happening is Moses' law, and he was saying like the Pharisees, and I'm saying Moses held that same law. I know the Bible says to the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' feet. But what I'm saying is Moses himself lived according to these laws: eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, stone you to death, and them things there.
Remember,
So that's really an additional question, really, just a clarification.
I just wanted to just cause time. What I would say on that is, if you look on the whole, Moses always consulted with Yahweh before he did anything. He always consulted him, and whatever commands was given to him, that he carried out. So it wasn't that Moses really went off his own back. Yeah,
Yes,
he consulted with the Most High before.
No, of course, what he acted within the law. That's what I'm saying.
But the law, remember, the law that was given to Moses, even up until that time of the time of the advent of Yeshua, which was prophesied in the Bible. When he came to establish the new covenant, and he said he didn't come to abolish it, he came to fulfill it. And if you look at a lot of the Psalms, judgment belongs to the Most High. Judgment belongs to the Most High. So if in essence he was saying turn the other cheek, what he was saying, telling them, let him judge, let the Most High judge the people them. Because it was any changes that were to be made, like you look at kings or rulers, if they write one law, if they want to change, they will change it. But the changes, the essence of it was no more eye for an eye. Leave judgment to the Most High, or consult with him. It was sort of he just established that. He personally established that. It wasn't by normal man or anyone that was conceived by carnal union. It was out of his mouth.
All right.
Yeah, we give thanks for the reason,
Yeah, no problem. I like hearing your reasons too, man.
Yeah,
I like the last point you made on the show. I wanted to add on that.
All right, then you're gonna be reasoning again because we've got some more points, and I know so you're going to want to comment on some of these things. What I have to say.
Yeah, I would love to, but like I said, that's why I kind of give you one to before I bus off, because I have to make a move. I got appointment to 6 o'clock.
Okay, all right then. Well, God bless.
So let me give you one to before I move on appointment,
True. All right then. Give thanks for the contribution.
Yes, sir.
And look after the little ones as well, standard.
Yes, thanks, sir.
Give thanks, bless.
God bless.
Yeah, man, every time.
All right. That is IX, giving us some little touch-ups here and there so we know what go on. All right, where was we? See, Pastor, them on to get where again. Time running out, on to get where again. Trust me. And it's not nothing personal. It's just because you're singing the same song in the church all the time. The same song. The one to with history. One to our story. Greetings.
Greetings. I'll be very quick. You were talking about the credit card in the church and things like that.
Yeah.
Sunday's supposed to be the Sabbath, right? Where you
No. No. Sunday is not the Sabbath. Saturday is the Sabbath.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Well, Sunday you don't work on Sunday anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
And things like that, and you don't sell and all that. You're not supposed to do that. That's what the original Bible is, what they're saying anyway. And there's in the book, the Bible, Jesus overturned stallholders who were buying and selling, and he said to them, "You sons of jackals, this and that, and you shouldn't be selling in the house of God."
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I was listening to SLR on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was listening to a pastor. I don't want to mention his name. I'm not fighting him down. I know he's sincere.
Yeah.
I can hear it in his voice. He's very sincere in what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I listen to him. I enjoy listening to him. But what he did did his usual preaching and praying. And then he said, if you want any Christmas cards to buy, call this number. Now, that's what he said. And that's confusing. That's a contradiction in itself. Like, he's not following, what the Bible says.
Yeah, hold on. Was this on radio?
Yeah, this was on just Sunday gone.
Yeah, but hold on. The radio station the House of God?
Well, no, but what I'm saying is that, Jesus, as I said to you, in the book, Jesus overturned stallholders.
Oh, yeah.
Who were buying and selling, remember?
Yeah,
and he called them sons of jackals and this and that.
Yeah.
High priests or whatever. Yeah? Now, why isn't there, I mean, that's in the book that he follows. And he's not leading by example, you see. Following the example. You understand?
Well, I hear you. So,
yeah.
I hear you.
Okay. Yeah. And also, the question of the Egyptian story. Isn't the original story come from Kemet, Egypt, when the Greeks visited Egypt and then they spied out everything that was going on and then invaded and destroyed what they wanted to destroy and then took what they wanted to take and put themselves in the story.
Well, we're going to go.
I was going to say, you're referring to the story of Isis, Horus, and Osiris. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's who you're.
I listen to you off here. Yeah. Okay, right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Right, cool.
Yeah. Now, what I would say on this first is firstly, Ethiopia predated Egypt. Yeah. Now, I'm aware of the Isis, Horus, and Osiris story, and when you look on Egypt, how many nations have actually gone into Egypt and ransacked Egypt and taken the history. Now, what I would say is that whilst there are similarities with the story of Christianity, yeah, the difference, and this is from what's called Tewafit. Tewafit is tradition, and those disciples and apostles, they've left their works in the Oriental churches. So, like I said, you can go to Egypt, you can go to certain places, and relics are still there from the time of Yeshua. They are there.
All right.
Yeah. So, what I'm saying is, with Egypt, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say to you directly, I don't think that that story happened. It's a myth or anything. The truth is, most researchers that go in there, who gives them the information? If you're looking at people that study archaeology, and when you go then and the dates of all these things there, who gives them the information?
We got our own scholars going in there now, man, like Ashwa
Kwesi's been in
Dr.
there.
Ben,
yeah,
you know what I mean. So they're going in there. If you listen to them, man, now it's a different thing.
I listened to Ashwa Kwesi. He did 2 documentaries called Christianity, the Stolen Religion. He did one of that.
Yeah.
I've watched his information and I watched his lectures. I listen to people like Dr. Malachi York as well.
Yeah, and Dr.
And listen to what they say.
Dr. Ben as well.
Yeah. So, but you see, because the order of orthodoxy, the Ethiopic side,
yeah,
they haven't looked. They haven't delved or looked deep enough into the mysteries of orthodoxy.
Dr. Ben is actually a Falasha Jew.
Yeah.
Right. So he has been into that, but we're not gonna go too much into that.
Because what I was gonna say, then you'd have to go back to the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
And then from the Ark of the Covenant, you'd have to go back to the time of Moses. Then from Moses, you'd have to go back to Nimrod. Yeah. And we're talking Nimrod. If you know, Nimrod was speaking Hebrew at the time. He was also one of the rulers of Ethiopia. If you go into the Ethiopian king list, yeah. We can go back far.
Now we're going into Egypt. Yeah, we're going to come back out of Egypt and go back into Babylon. Yeah. All right. The UK.
No, but the question was like the question. I just want to just clear this up and just say all I can say is with the Orthodox Christianity that was taught by Philip to Yenderabah on the road to Gaza. Yeah. That strip of Gaza is being handed over to, it's been handed over to the Ethiopian government.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was the land where Solomon and Sheba. So history and what is called Tawafit tradition, yeah, which has been handed down from successive the fathers and the relics that were there. Whilst they might be old Christianity we copied, it wasn't so, because these are real events that really happened.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I really got some things to ask these pastors out there, and as usual, we don't have enough time. Management, we need more time. Seriously, I go upon strike. I want more time. It's not long enough. Yeah, seriously. Question to you, my pastors, my brethren and sisters out there. Yeah, some of you eating pork, some of you not eating pork. We have to stop yam the pork. Yeah, straight up, burn that. Right? Even Jesus never yam the pork. Anyway, sorry, I had to get, man. Just use some hard dough bread and fish.
Yeah, fish and bread.
Yeah, hard dough bread and fish. Yeah, man.
And it was either yes or so, yeah, sure.
Yeah, for real. But anyway, back to the thing. A pastor says, you was born a sinner. Blah 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 blah. Then he says, he comes and he goes, he says the sinner's prayer. You know what I mean? He comes up to you and he says, you must say after me. He says, I am a sinner. And you say, I am a sinner. And you blah 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 blah. And after you said all of this prayer, yeah, he says, now you have accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you're saved. Yeah? How is that possible? I'd like a pastor to explain that to me, yeah, to phone in. I wouldn't want you to explain that, yeah. I want a pastor to explain this. Pastor so and so, wherever church you come from, please help me on this one, yeah. Somebody go into the church, gangster. Yeah, come off of the road and say, yeah, I want to change my ways. I want to put on my gun. He comes into the church and you say the sinner's prayer to him, and he's accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior. Is he saved? Because it comes over like when they say the sinner's prayer and you say the sinner's prayer, you believe once you've said this prayer, Jesus has accepted you and you are saved. Mr. Pastor Lockton, can you please call in? I'm not going to be rude to you. I'm going to be very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. Just to hear your opinion. Number 07984 931 588. Again, just for you. 07984 931 588. Now, a man walking to the church and says the sinner's prayer, is he saved after he says this sinner's prayer? Because when he leave the church, he's still going to the dance hall Friday, And they're going to say to you, it takes time. So I'm just trying to work out if words are so powerful that you can say just that sentence and you are saved. Because that's what they say. I've seen videos, I've seen pastors on the net making people say this sinner's prayer. And when they say the sinner's prayer, you have accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you are saved. Now, is that possible? If so, how can that do? Greetings.
Yeah, greetings.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings, Pastor. Rasta Pastor.
Yes, sir. How can you help me?
Yeah, I can help I know.
Go on.
Just the truth. It's only Jack can help us. Because listen to this now.
Yeah.
People talk about God and Allah, forgetting that our man is from God. Yeah?
Yeah.
Being an African. Yes?
Yeah.
Why people go around not understanding that the Almighty is Africa itself. Well, we can call it Africa because we get to find, but as far as I know, it's the land of Kush.
Yeah.
If they are looking into Genesis, yes?
Yeah.
It's described literally there when they talk about the River Nile. See? Do you know about the River Nile?
Yeah. And it says it passes the whole land of Ethiopia.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as far as I'm concerned, when I consider the Almighty, I do consider Africa as the Almighty. Because I don't need no other reference more than to say to you that His Majesty Emperor Selassie is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conqueror and the tribe of Judah. Many Africans ignore the fact that it's liberation we are seeking.
Okay.
And many people does not really realize that liberation can only come for us through the grace of Africa. And we and I people uniting to go back to Africa. And that's where our God dwells.
All right.
And that's, yes. Pastor, I would really like to meet you to discuss these issues further with you, Rasta Pastor, because I really appreciate the work that you're doing.
I'll give time.
And I know you've taken up a very hard task.
Yeah.
But stay steadfast, my brother.
Well, all you got to do, we call in early in the show, at the beginning of the show, and we can discuss what you want to discuss. But give thanks for your contribution about the African Ethiopia, and God bless the eye and the family.
And don't forget about Africa in all our meditation.
Yes, sir. God bless Mama Africa.
Yes,
We're going to touch
that. God and King and Lord and everything.
All right,
for the divinity of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie.
Blessed Lord. All right. Okay, we'll take the caller there. Well, the question is, Pastor, can this man be saved by saying the sinner's prayer? And our next question, can any man upon this earth, any man, especially this is the church thing, yeah? I've got to say, Rasta pastors persecuting the churches, always having a go at the churches. I'm having a go at the churches because the church need to fix up. Because they're not teaching the people our story. You know? Greetings.
Well, it's all about Allah and Muhammad.
Hey, go sit down. All right. Yeah. The one they want to fix up too. Anyway. Right. Back to the thing. Right. I have to cheer you off a bit there. Right. Keeping it real, yeah, so. Now, the question is, yeah, can any man have the right or the power on this earth to save you or to say you are saved? Can any man come up to you? Because people say, the church, they want to go to heaven. When they die, they want to go to heaven and they want to be saved. Now, a man in the church, does he have the right or the power? Does God give him the power so that people can be saved through this man? Can this man turn around and tell you that you are saved? Can any man tell you that you are saved? Because people believe that they go to the church, and even when they go get baptized in the water, does that save a man? What do you think about this now? Because you know what I mean? What do you think about this, Tafari? Do you think, what I just told you, because I remember some people walking to the church naive, and they're going through help, spiritual warfare, whatever they're going through, and they say, Pastor, I need help, I want to be saved. And they say, all those who want to be saved, come to the front. Them come to the front, stretch out him hand in prayer, say the sinner's prayer, and they all believe that they're saved. The next week, they come back to the church. All those who are sick and need help, come to the front. The same people that come to the front the week before come back again to the front the next week. Now, if you notice, most of the time when the pastors tell people to come to the front, sometimes it's the same people them coming up. I've seen this myself. I've seen the same people them go up to the front every week because they want more anointing. So they lack faith completely because they should have got it the first time. If they missed it the first time, they should have got it the second time. So do you believe? But what's your opinion about a man in the church telling people that they are saved and getting baptized, coming out of the water? I'm blessed, I'm saved and highly favored. I've heard this so much time. What did they do to be saved? Who told them that they're saved?
Well,
only God can tell them that, just your opinion.
My opinion.
Your opinion. You're not talking on behalf of the pastors. That's your opinion.
With anything, you have to look back and you have to go back into your history.
Yeah.
And you have to look on the order of worship. You have to look on how our forefathers and foremothers, how they lived. From my understanding, no man can say he's saved because the good and the wicked can go into the church. Satan know the Bible as well. This is the reality. So the only thing, or the only way that you'll know whether you're saved is according to your works. And even then, like me, I can't turn around and say, look, I'm saved because I'm a sinner. I ain't clean. I make mistakes. Every man makes mistakes.
You're born a sinner.
Yeah, well, you're born a sinner because you're born into this world. Yeah. You're born into this world, and along the way, remember, it's even you look on light, you're just looking at a reflection of things. Yeah? So, you go through the whole of this life. You'll hear wicked thoughts enter your head. You hear good thoughts. And you start straying. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, the reason why you're born a sinner, because you could be sitting there and a wicked thought just enter your head, and you know that ain't your fault.
So can a man save you then? Because we grew up in church, and we believe that, some of us believe that.
No, I don't believe a man can save me. I believe that the Most High himself, and if I live correctly, if I live according to the laws which he has established and he has given, if I live according to these things and have love towards my fellow man, if I contribute to this planet before I pass this life, then there's hope. Once I know that there's hope there, because every man that they're born into this world naked, and when you leave naked. The only thing that you carry with you is your works.
Okay.
So, and even with your job, according to your works, you get your pay. So, the way I see it, a man can't. If someone says, look, this is the road, this is how you become saved. But if you then go on and do all manner of wicked things, how can you say you're saved?
Well, that's it. Because people jump into the water, sploosh, jump out of the water, then get baptized and feel them saved. I went to a baptism. This is why so pastors, you don't know where I'm coming from. I've seen a lot of things in the church with my own eyes. So this is why I am the way I am. But would you say circumstances make me what I am? I am not a violent man. I wasn't born a violent man. But I went to a church quickly, and I went to see a baptism. I even videoed it, on my phone because I was that amazing. I see people go in the water with work uniform with beer paint all over the trousers. This is like, when I see the trousers, I said, this guy got find the oldest trousers that he got with all paint on it and go into the water. All right, maybe he don't want the trousers again after that. But I saw a girl go in afterwards, but she had a weave on, right? So she put a plastic bag on her head, got a nice weave hat to put on to seal up so that her hair don't get wet. Now, I think that when you get baptized, your whole body's supposed to be immersed by water. That means the water have to touch you. Now, if you got a plastic bag on your head, that still counts. This is me don't know. Because she was so concerned about her weave, yeah. She just made sure the plastic bag was brand new. It was like proper thing. So me just look at these things. I said to myself, but ain't the water supposed to just?
Let me cut in there, yeah. And I'll tell you because I've been to Ethiopia quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you go into the water in Ethiopia, you're going naked, brethren.
Oh. You hear that, Pastor?
Yeah.
When the people then get baptized naked, what a bam in the church if that was happening over here.
This is Ethiopia. This is in Ethiopia now, and this is according to the ancient rule. Remember, even when the scholar of the university of the Pharisees, Nicodemus, when Christ is telling him to receive, you have to be born again if you wanted to accept to get to the kingdom.
You're not born with no clothes.
Right. If you look at childbirth, when you're born, you're born naked out of the water.
Yeah.
When you're baptized in Ethiopia, you're born naked through the water. Yeah. This is how it is. But you see, because of political correctness now, a lot of these ways, you can't, especially in this country here, it will be like I don't know, wrong according to the eyes of the law here, man's law. Yeah, but if you was really to reflect on how the ancient fathers were and how the ancient teachings were, cause I can tell you this, bless, and because I've been to Ethiopia a lot of times, and there's up in the mountains there's spiritual wash places where the hermits are, and when you go up into the mountains there's natural waters. You see, like all things that in the Bible, the blind see, the sick are healed. These things really happen in ET. Yeah.
So what you're saying then, people who get baptized really and truly, the original way is naked.
The original way is naked, brethren. Got to find ourselves. The easiest way to do this would be take the journey, go to Ethiopia, and if you're stuck on things to do with Egypt, take a journey and go to Egypt and find for yourself. I think that is the only way for people to get a true understanding of what the ancient teachings are, is to travel themselves.
Alright. Well, time is running out as usual. Time wait for no guy. We didn't get to finish off everything, but I'm gonna leave you with one question, and then we're gonna go. If the church in Europe, England, told the congregation or explained the congregation so that the history of the church and their involvement in slavery, like to the congregation, because that's history of the church. What do you think will happen to the churches if they started to explain to the congregation the true history or the involvement, how the church originally was funded by slavery and how the church sent people out?
They would help to emancipate the minds of our people.
Yeah.
That's exactly what would happen.
Yeah, but why won't the church do this?
For the same what Western churches. Western churches, and I can only come from the perspective of that would be a big issue from them, because remember, they made money from the slave trade. A lot of millions upon billions. Nations were built upon the back of the slave trade and on the back of Western Christianity.
Yep.
So if the church, you're looking at the Roman Catholic Church and you're looking at the Anglican Church, that's who you're looking at to come out and tell this is what they did. What are they going to give back then?
Well, we're gonna have to run. We're gonna have to finish this off next week, because I needed to talk a little bit about why it's important that the church knows the history of the church. When you go to church, it's important to know the history of your religion, your whatever you believe in. Know its history.
Well, what I would say is, in terms of history, and with Black History Month coming up, most of the listeners out there and those that are of Cushite descent or slave descent should be proud to know the fact that when it does come to the teaching of Yeshua, the teachings of Jesus Christus, Yenda Rabba, and when we say Ethiopian, we don't just mean native Ethiopians, because there are Ethiopians that were born at home, Ethiopians that are born abroad. We're Ethiopians that were born abroad because we forgot our language. So it came to us. And the only way that we can really study this and look at this is to go back home.
Okay, right, brethren. I have to find you in here again next week, if possible. A lot of people wanted to hear more of you, but it's a shame because I really got a lot that I wanted to talk about today. Yes, so we're out of here again. If Jah willing, we can do something next week. If not, we just go with the flow. Big up to all the sound man, them still out there, Channel 1, Observer, the whole of them. Jatobi's, everybody doing what their works is. But I said what I said, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? It had a purpose, and we should remember the purpose. So I'm out of here. God bless you all. Guidance, be good. And if you can't be good, you have a problem. Simple things. All right? So I'll leave you with this one. God bless.
For the government empire ever blazing fire. Ha! I mean, I say R.I.P. The Express and C Masters, you know. Music live on. I'm on my way, yo. I'm going up to Chacha. I'm on my way, yo. Where love is the order. I'm on my way, yo. Away from evil work hard. I'm on my way, yo. Lead the children out around. Things in time, sell itself, yo. What don't concern the I just let that man. But now go let them use I and treat her like no buckle pan chef now. Now go run among them vanity and neglect my head now. Children, respect your parents, and parents don't abuse the children now. Mr. Mullis, I beg you, leave them, let them grow and walk out. I'm on my way, yo. I'm going up to Chacha. I'm on my way, yo. Where love is the order. I'm on my way, yo. I'm on my way, yo. Lead the children out the road. I've been working all the days of my life, doing my best out here, Lord, just to stay alive. Watch the children grow. I pray they stay away from falls. Don't run down what they don't know. Nobody make them try them in a coffee shop now. Years in time I've been working. My children are waiting. Their mama, they're asking, when daddy coming home? So I'm on my way home. I'm going home to Chacha. I'm on my way home. Love is the order. I'm on my way home. Stay away from evil work hard. I'm on my way home. Lead the children out around. Lead them out the road. Yeah.
Bessa Mahab, Wawuld, Woman Feskadosh, Ahadu Hamlak. Amen. If Yahweh does not build a house, in vain the masons toil. If Yahweh does not guard the city, in vain the sentries watch. Selah. Psalms 127, verse 1. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tawahedo Church St. Mary of Zion humbly requests your help and financial support to build the first Ethiopian-style church building in the UK. Modeled after the historic site in Axum, this building will be a pride to the lost sons and daughters of Kush. So whether or not you're of Kushite heritage, or just would like to be a part of this history, as it says,
Ethiopia shall stretch forth her hands unto God.
If you'd like to donate monetary or just your skills, you can contact us on email at pc@serazion.org.uk. That's pc@tserhsion.org.uk, or visit our website www.stmaryofzion.co.uk, or visit us in person at St. James Parish Church, Lower Clapton Road, Hackney, London, E5 8EG. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tawahedo Church St. Mary of Zion humbly requests your help and financial support. If Yahweh does not build a house, in vain the masons toil. If Yahweh does not guard the city, in vain the sentries watch. Selah.